मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स। इस फील्ड में मैं नया हूँ और जो बात रखूँगा वो रिसेंट सिनारियो पे रखूँगा। आप सब जानते हैं अभी कोविड-19 is also having an impact on the construction industry. The supply chain is being disrupted due to lockdowns. Labor shortages are occurring. Companies are facing economic recession and having trouble keeping various contracts. उसमें चेन सब है, जो सप्लाई चेन भी थी उसमें मैनेजमेंट द सप्लाई चेन हैज बीन डिस्टर्प्टेड इन वेरियस वेज in different parts of the world. Also, we suffers due to that. Transportation problems also are there. All transportations in the country have been disrupted due to lockdown in all parts of the country. The second part is labor shortage. First, workers are unable to reach their workplaces because the transportation system is completely closed. Second, the disease is caused by a viral infection, so workers are more likely to spread the disease when they come in contact with more each other. Therefore, many workers are not willing to come to work. Moreover, it is not possible to make the workers work without any protection. आगे फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम भी था, उसमें सब हम जानते हैं कि कंप्लेंट्स आर नॉट मेकिंग एनी काइंड ऑफ प्रॉफिट ड्यू टू वर्क स्टॉपेज इन द कंपनीज। आगे बढ़ते हैं तो कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल इम्प्लीकेशंस प्रॉब्लम्स भी थे। इट इज द मेनली बेस्ड ऑन द क्लोज कॉल्ड फोर्स मेजर्स। देयर आर मैनी रूल्स मेंशन्ड इन दिस क्लोज। लार्ज स्केल एपिडेमिक is one of them. COVID-19 pandemic falls within this category. Unemployment की बात भी थी, उसमें companies are suffering huge economic losses due to this lockdown. Uncertainty has been created all over the world for coronavirus. Work in all construction sectors has come to a standstill, and in almost all countries, the economy is going downhill. In this situation, some remedial measures have to be taken to receive the construction sector against this disease. The government asked the construction company to continue working consciously. So work should continue in this way until the situation becomes normal. Not only the construction sector, but other organizations should be aware of this and continue to work so that economy will improve and unemployment will be reduced. Steel is the world's most important engineering and construction material. It is used in every aspect of our lives, in cars and in construction products, as before speakers are says, refrigerators and washing machines, cargo ships, and surgical scalpels, also medical field also. It can be recycled over and over again without loss of property. World Steel updates the list of steel producing countries in the annual World Steel in the Figures publications, which is issued in early June. The list may be subject to further revisions in the Steel Statistical Yearbook, which is issued in November or December. Every month, World Steel produces country steel production statistics for the current and previous year via the steel. In 2021, a healthy recovery is expected in both developed and developing economies. Global steel demand has fared better with the pandemic than with the financial crisis. Healthy rebound expected in 2021-22. जो शहरों में या नगर पालिका या कॉरपोरेशन में काम चलते हैं उस पर बात करूंगा। प्रोजेक्ट स्मार्ट सिटीज इज अ विजनरी प्रोजेक्ट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट of India and Gujarat also and other country cities also for sustainable high quality of life in terms of infrastructure, mobility and connectivity, technology, environment, availability of the resources, and overall living conditions and experience. The government's smart city initiative is an urban renewal and retrofitting program to develop hundreds such cities in the country. The more move engages a major facelift of the existing inadequate infrastructure, including roads, flyovers, airports, residential areas, UPSC, CSC, night shelters, Nandghar, Anganwadi, city sewage system, community areas, including parks, shopping centers, hospitals, and schools. For structures that are intended to have at least 100 years life cycle with minimal maintenance but are the quick to complete, the answer lies in steel, whether it is underground, above ground, or in the buildings. Bridges and culverts and crash barriers of the steel will protect valuable lives. Thus, stepping ahead with steel for smart cities will trigger development with no debris and faster execution of projects. The assets thus created promise to the long-lasting steel is also 100% recyclable and thus environment friendly. Steel, by the virtue of its physical properties, emerges a strong component in and contributor to the fabrication of infrastructure required for smart cities. In many landmark buildings, such as जो आपने बताया पहले, such as the Lotus Temple in Delhi, stainless steel rears used have a lifespan of 300 years. Creating new smart cities or upgrading old cities is a fastest and cost-effective with steel structures. In many government projects relating to roads, bridges, buildings, constructions of railways, shipping, and rural roads, the principle of life cycle cost will play a decisive role in the sanctioning of the project again. Project of design. The use of steel has a major bearing on the life of project. In the long run, it will reduce life cycle costs. There might be several projects that are still intensive may see higher initial costs, but in the long run, their overall cost comes down, determined by factors such as material quality, repairs needed, the time for execution of the projects, etc. All such projects will add to the inventory of the national assets. Across the globe, cities are marching towards becoming smart cities in the India. In the attempt, they are either coming out with unique solutions using existing infrastructures or are adopting eco-friendly and sustainable models to solve problems of traffic, drainage, communicating, accommodation, and the like, etc. Smart cities will house cohesive societies with intensive steel use and will include advanced architecture and city planning, buildings made with eco-friendly yet sturdy and durable materials, advanced technology for faster communication and transportation, and adequate water resources, all being energy efficiency as well. A comprehensive study by the Institute for Sustainability and Innovation in Structural Engineering, University of Coimbra, Portugal, showed that using light steel frame (LSF) has several advantages compared to using the reinforced concrete (RC) in construction residential buildings. It provides unveiled information about the advantages of steel for the construction sectors, especially for residential housing domain. Designing and developing low-cost, disaster-prone, climate-friendly housing using the steel structure, which can be customized housing solutions to a wide segment of the population, must be a priority in the national and state housing plans. Government should promote and facilitating using steel structure technology in residential housing constructions not only to accelerate the realization of more housing units for poor and the EWS under the affordable housing category, but also across the various social segments. As committed in the current budget, the government is strongly focused on infrastructure development to boost economic growth. It has announced plans to set up 5 new smart cities on the public-private partnership model and 100 more airports by 2024, which is in addition to the 100 smart cities currently underway. There is no doubt that its budgetary push for infrastructure, logistics, and warehousing will energize the construction industry. While the importance of cement-based construction in large infrastructure projects is difficult to deny at present, the government must incentivize steel structure-based housing to accelerate the place of housing for all. Promoting steel structure-based constructions would be a significant step in realizing Goal 11 of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, which is to make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. मैं मेरे सिटी की बात करूंगा तो वहाँ में हमने पहले बहन ने जैसे बताया कि आंगनवाड़ी 178 आंगनवाड़ी मेरे टाइम में वहाँ 13, 14 एंड 15 में बनाया था। बाद में CSC यानी जो हेल्थ सेंटर्स है, UPSC एंड हेल्थ सेंटर्स, वो हमने अभी शुरू किया है और 34 तक बन गए हैं। आने वाले टाइम में रीडेवलपमेंट पॉलिसी ऑफ हाउसिंग्स, जो पुराने हाउसिंग्स है उसको भी हम डेवलप करने वाले हैं, उसकी भी एक पॉलिसी बनाई है। जिस तरह से आज ये कमिट हुआ है उसमें ये मुझे मौका मिला, आप सबका धन्यवाद करता हूँ। आने वाले टाइम में हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देने को लिए तैयार है। जो लोग हमारा संपर्क करेंगे पूरे गुजरात में या कहीं भी, वतन प्रेम योजना भी अभी एक लॉन्च किया है, उसमें भी स्टील का ज़्यादा यूज़ कर सकते हैं। तो हम आगे बढ़ते हैं साथ में मिलके। यही मेरा आज का ये प्रेजेंटेशन था। थैंक यू।